I made the worst universe mode in WWE 2K24. In my last video in 2K24, I was demonstrating how the game is currently full of glitches, among other issues that are currently present in this game, and if you want to see that video, you can click here. But while recording that video, I tried to download a WrestleMania 40 arena off the community creations to show how bugged the community creations really are, and that arena ended up destroying my whole save in this game. This includes removing all the renders from superstars. Several of the creations that I showed in the video, when I opened them in the creator, flat out crashed the game. So I've decided in this video just to see what happens if we continue the universe mode like nothing happened. I'm not going to let a few minor inconveniences like the whole game not working and bugging out stop me. And like I said, I have no idea how truly broken this save is. I've only explored it as far as you saw me explore it in the last video. So this could just completely crash and not work at all for as far as I know. But with all that said, let's go ahead and jump in, continue, and we'll load it up right from when we left off. And off to a great start. As we can see, it has put Sting and NXT in the Attitude Era. Off to a great start. So let's check our schedule. Like I said, this is an Attitude Era universe mode. It was WWE versus WCW. You can see Raw is War kind of stayed there. But if you look down at the actual superstars, you can see that it's removed most of their renders. Another thing I want to say is the previews you may see for the superstars could be completely inaccurate because the previews don't show the actual issues. So we won't know what these superstars are actually going to look like, if they're glitched out or not, until we load into the matches. Right, and I put WCW Nitro on Tuesday. You can see Nitro is still there because the rivalries are at the bottom. However, it's seemingly removed the logos. And if we go to pay-per-views, Fall Brawl is still there. So it reverted. So that's where we left off because that was my last WCW video. And Survivor Series is still here as well. So I guess that's what we'll play towards. We'll just continue the series like normal and play the Survivor Series. All right, here we go. First episode of Raw is War. Let's see what we got. A tornado tag team match for the tag team titles. The APA versus Mankind and Al Snow, the Head and Sock Connection. Undertaker takes on Goldust for the Hardcore Championship. Big Show defends his title against Edge in a no-holds-barred match. And in the main event, Chris Jericho takes on Triple H. It's taking a long time to load. I'm wondering if it's going to actually do it. Okay, here we go. No logos on the ring. You love to see it. Who's coming out first? Okay, well, I mean, they don't look that bad, to be fair. At least they're not bald. Okay, so the APA look fine. I wonder what Mankind and Al Snow are going to look like. There's a picture of Shane Douglas on Al Snow's face. Mankind's like an in-the-game model, so his doesn't change much. This only really glitches out community creations, and you can see that just by looking at Al Snow. So it must have replaced, like, where it says help me on his forehead. It just replaced it with a picture of Shane Douglas. All right, here we go for the tag team titles. The APA versus the Head and Sock Connection. I turned this into a tornado tag because I am not trying to sit here and watch these dudes trying to fumble around in a tag match. I don't care how broken the game is. I just can't do that. Okay, Al Snow with an uppercut. Stunning Bradshaw. Takes Bradshaw to the corner. Going to show him some punishment here. Trying to pull that shoulder out of socket. And Al Snow now runs it for Farouk. Spear off the apron. The Head and Sock Connection working well here, showing why they're the tag team champions. Farouk, though, spinning neck breaker, but Bradshaw gets caught with a running knee. Farouk able to break up the pin. Lifts up Al Snow over the head. Turns his attention now to Mankind. And Bradshaw gets caught in a sleeper. Bradshaw able to work himself free. Picks up Shane Douglas / Al Snow. Al Snow is cooking in this match. Vertical suplex. Mankind's side leg sweep. Farouk now again for the Gorilla Press. And I think Al Snow's been busted open. He might be bleeding straight from his Shane Douglas. Hold on a second. Let's go to the highlight reel. How do you free control this? I have to see where Al Snow is bleeding from. Farouk busted Al Snowpen. I can't even fucking talk. Farouk busted Al Snow open right on his Shane Douglas tattoo. Farouk now into the cover. Al Snow out at 1. And now just going to try to dump him out of the ring. Now picking up Farouk. Mankind. Double underhook DDT. He's going for the cover. Bradshaw is not aware. Bradshaw with a pump handle. And going to save the match at 2. And now Mankind going to turn his attention to Bradshaw. Puts that dirty sock in his mouth. And Farouk is up to save his partner. Who knows what Mankind's been doing with that sock. Mankind again on the offensive in this tag team match. The Head and Sock Connection have been very powerful. You got to think the addition of a Shane Douglas tattoo has to up his stats by like plus 10. And now Mankind gets lifted up in a backbreaker. Al Snow with a suplex. Bradshaw right there to meet him. Looked like Bradshaw was trying to go for the clothesline from hell. Gets caught at an STO. And now Farouk gets caught. Al Snow with a slow suplex, trying to bore the fans as much as possible here. And now Bradshaw going to show him how to really bore the fans. Into the cover on Mankind, able to escape. Now Farouk lifts up Al Snow off the top rope, turns his attention to Mankind right in the nads. Bradshaw knocks Al Snow to the outside. Mankind is all by himself. Can the APA capitalize here? Al Snow quickly back in the ring. He's been the defining factor in this match, but he's about to get powerbombed. Powerbomb, reverse power slam. Both APA members into the cover for the titles. Mankind grabs the ropes, but Al Snow does not. And there you have it. New tag team champions on Raw is War. The APA defeat the Head and Sock Connection. Up next on Raw, we have The Undertaker versus Goldust in a one-on-one match. Now, Undertaker is the in-game model, but Goldust is the created wrestler, so I'm very curious to see what he's going to look like. All right, the moment of truth. What does Goldust look like? Goldust has a lot of logos on his face, so maybe his face logo will get replaced. Oh, they just take it away completely. So it's just Goldust with no face paint and black lip gloss. Okay, well, this one's not this bad. Let's see if we can actually get a good match out of these two. Undertaker looking for a side slam. Oh, wait, if you look at Goldust's boots, it looks like it's put his face paint onto his boots. So, yeah, he still technically has the face paint on. It's just not on his face. Undertaker lifts him up. Backbreaker. And now lifts him up over his head. Undertaker showing the strength. Undertaker now heading up to the top rope, looking to squash this little jabroni. Undertaker diving leg drop. Immediately into the cover. And Goldust kicks out at 2. But Undertaker has done a lot of damage here. Goldust reversing the best pure striker, but Undertaker returns the punch, catches him off the ropes, back body drop. Now Undertaker lifts him up again, scoop slam. Deadman hits the ropes, another leg drop, Hulk Hogan style that time, except he kept his political opinion to himself. Goldust quickly back to his feet, but eats the bottom of Taker's boot. And now the Undertaker back to the high-risk district. Can he hit it? Diving elbow. And wait a minute, guys. Goldust's face paint is coming off. Could it be? That's Dustin Rhodes. And he takes a choke slam. Goldust's true identity has been revealed, and he loses the match. And you got to really give it to 2K24 here. I mean, how are we supposed to know in the lore of the WWF that Goldust is Dusty Rhodes' son? That's Dustin Rhodes. Up next on WWF Raw is War for the hardcore title, Edge takes on The Big Show. Edge is giving me a double thumbs up here, but I got a feeling that this is not going to be a double thumbs up. Also, in the last match, Kurt Angle was supposed to interfere in a rivalry action, and it just didn't happen. Yeah, he was supposed to like come in and hit Undertaker with a chair or something, and I guess he just decided not to do that. First look at Edge. What in the world? Okay, so I can't really see what's happening right now because he won't stand still. Why is his chin like that? I know there's a lot of things wrong with this, but look at the chin on this guy. Also, that is an insane widow's peak he's got going on right in the middle of his forehead there. You know how when your hairline is straight, they say you have a crooked hairline? How do you have a crooked widow's peak? That doesn't even make any sense. Yeah, and I can't really read what it says on his tights. Maybe when he takes his jacket off, we'll be able to see. And here he comes, The Big Show. Oh, and he looks a little different. Let's see, maybe he lost a little weight? I can't quite place it, but Big Show, there's something different about Big Show. Oh, I thought somebody was about to run out. It just showed the entranceway for no reason. Dude, what is that on his face? I can't even tell what it is. All right, here we go. Big Show versus Edge for the hardcore title. And Edge starting out hot here, getting Big Show stumbled in the corner, trying to take out the legs of the big athlete. Edge with the WWF.com logo on his arm. He's a ride or die WWF superstar. You got to respect that, or you don't. I mean, it's really up to you. Bro, he is stomping out this little jabroni Big Show. And now Edge into the cover, hooks the leg, gets a 2 count on the Big Show. There we go. Get out of the ring. This is a hardcore match. We need some weapons. And here he goes. Edge with the hockey stick. If you didn't know, he's from Canada. And just throws it. Now off the ropes, goes under. Spinning heel kick, just stuns Show. The Big Show has now activated his God mode powers. He just no-sells your moves, and you take all of his moves, and then he wins. And now Big Show hops out the ring looking for a weapon. And he'll get a baseball bat. You better not get hit by this. Clank right off the head. And Edge drops to the floor. Big Show continues the assault with his baseball bat, showing respect for NXT's Sting. And now Edge grapples him. Pullback neck breaker. Trying to create some offense. He's got to win this match or he won't be able to hire a barber to fix his crooked widow's peak. And now just assaulting him with the Canadian weapon. Edge into the cover for the hardcore title. Big Show out at 1. Big Show appears to be getting stronger as this match goes. And now he grabs Edge, looking for a choke slam. Big Show right on the corner of the ring into the cover to retain the hardcore title. Edge saves himself at 2. Now Big Show picks up the Canadian weapon and breaks it over his stomach. And this could be the it here. Sting Show looking for the choke slam. Goozles him. Lifts him up. Takes him down onto the baseball bat to retain the hardcore title. 2, 3, Big Show retains. And you got to respect the Big Show for putting in such a gutsy performance after having a severe accident with powdered donuts backstage. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, main event of this episode. Chris Jericho will take on Triple H in a one-on-one match. The winner of this will face Stone Cold at Survivor Series for the WWF title. I'm actually really surprised the game hasn't crashed yet. I probably shouldn't have said that so early. Okay, generic logo. I'm guessing this is Jericho coming out. This is supposed to be the Tron. There he is. The Millennium Man. Oh my God. Are we seeing a new faction? Has Chris Jericho joined Big Show? That's literally the same face paint as the Big Show. What I don't get is why there's something on his face. Jericho has no face tattoos or anything. Why is there a logo on his face? But yet his tights are completely black. I believe Triple H is an in-game model, so he should look fine. Okay, here's Triple H. Can't really see. It looks like it may have just removed the logos from his trunks. And here we go. Yeah, and it looks like Triple H is just wearing all black now. Both competitors are just wearing all black. This for the #1 contender of Stone Cold's WWF title. It looks like Jericho has Taz's 13 logo on his boot. Now Triple H Irish whip sends Jericho over the ropes. A hard forearm stuns Jericho. He brings him back in. Clubbing blow face first into the mat. Now Triple H starting to dissect the body parts by just stomping Jericho around the ring. The cerebral assassin beginning to pick Jericho apart. Straight punch to the face. Jericho able to reverse and get Triple H in the corner. And now a couple short arm clotheslines. Y2J knocks down Triple H. Not taking any chances, right into the cover. Triple H back to his feet, lifts Jericho over his head. Slides behind, reverse DDT. Triple H having used the ropes to pull himself to his feet. Jericho in full attack mode. Could be closing in on Steve Austin and the WWF title at Survivor Series. Now going to lift the game back to his feet. Jericho Irish whip. Scoop slam. Triple H is laying perfectly diagonal so you can hit a top rope move, but he rolls out of the way. And now Triple H double A spine buster. Why did he never call it the Triple H spine buster? And it might be over. Triple H going to look for that pedigree. The move no one kicks out of, but lifts Jericho up. Hurricane Rana. Very convenient for Jericho that Triple H tried to do his first ever double underhook powerbomb. And now Jericho lifts Triple H up. Powerbomb. Again, Jericho's not finished, showing the strength into a third powerbomb. Hooks the leg to face Steve Austin. And Triple H will not lose in the main event of Raw. If Jericho thought he had this one, he's got another thing coming. You're not locking in that walls either, buddy. Triple H showing this little jabroni how to work a main event match on Monday Night Raw. Now, face buster off the knee. You got to think Jericho's face paint might have protected him from that move, as Triple H is going to look for a second pedigree. Or maybe the first one if he does it right. And he does. Into the cover to face Steve Austin at Survivor Series. Triple H moves on. You know what? All black trunks Triple H is not that bad. But then again, you could put any wrestler in all black trunks and they would look kind of cool. All right, and that was it for Monday Night Raw. So let's recap, and then we'll try to jump into Nitro. So the APA beats the Head and Sock Connection and are the new World Tag Team Champions. Undertaker beats Goldust. The Big Show retains the Hardcore title against Edge. And Triple H beats Chris Jericho in the main event to face Steve Austin at Survivor Series. All right, and now I'm going to click continue. This will fast forward to WCW. I don't know if this is going to kill the game, so I just want to make note of this here. Okay, well, it loaded in at least. All right, so let's run down the card of WCW Nitro, and then we'll jump in and see what the game is fucked up. So first off, we have a TLC match for the Hardcore title. Mike Awesome and Shane Douglas I wonder if Shane Douglas will come out with an Al Snow face tattoo. In a tag team brawl, so this must be a backstage brawl, 2 members of the Four Horsemen, Arn and Ric Flair, take on DDP and Raven. I believe this will be match number 4 of our best of 5 series. For the U.S. title, Randy Savage takes on Booker T. And in a 5-way elimination gauntlet match for the world title, Sting will have to defend against Hogan, Lex Luger, Scott Steiner, and Goldberg. All right, I'm excited to jump in. Let's jump into the Hardcore Championship match. All right, so again, the ring for Nitro, a completely blank can. Oh my God, what is on the Tron? So it's 2 pictures of Hardcore Holly. And, I mean, that picture of Lita is kind of, okay, this can work. Yeah, take away the pictures of Hardcore Holly and just leave Lita, and we're fine. Mike Awesome should... Oh, well, he's got something on his face. It looks like maybe the WWF logo. So how is Mike Awesome messed up? This dude just wears black trunks and nothing else. Like, why is there a logo on his face? I just don't get it. I'm just going to be honest, guys. The Litatron is kind of based. And here comes Shane Douglas. Wait a minute. Is his attire perfect? Is Shane Douglas uncompromised? Oh, nope. He's got a hairline below his hairline. Whoever did his hair needs to be fired. And here we go. TLC match. Wait a minute. I got to change the camera view because Nitro has a ramp camera. And the reason I want to do that is because of the picture of Lita up there. That's a lot better, right? We can all agree, guys. This is a better view. Mike Awesome now kick to the gut. Looking for a pump handle. Mike Awesome heading to the outside. Looked like Shane Douglas was going to do a dive, but thought second about it. And now Shane Douglas goes for the ladder. Mike Awesome misses a drop kick. And Shane Douglas able to take Mike Awesome out with the ladder. And again, just throwing it at him. Awesome does not care and throws him into the barricade. And now Mike Awesome punishing Shane Douglas with that ladder, trying to figure out how to get in the ring. You know, it's kind of hard. Douglas from behind with a neck breaker. And now Mike Awesome gets Irish whipped. This game loves the Irish whip. And he goes over the athleticism of Shane Douglas. Okay, hold on. Highlight reel. Who is on the back of Shane Douglas's shorts? Tights. All right, we're going to have to look at his ass here really close, but we need to see who he is representing here. Yo, what is this? I don't know what this is. This looks like a Looney Tunes character holding a baseball bat. I don't know what that is. And now Shane Douglas again, going to try to get that ladder. You do have to climb it to pull down the Hardcore title. Mike Awesome lifts him up. Deadlift, German suplex, toss. Shane Douglas sliding out of the ring, and Mike Awesome chasing him to the outside. Awesome pulls out a steel chair. Shane Douglas goes for the table. And now Mike Awesome gets caught in a black hole slam. Ladder off the face. Mike Awesome is not doing awesome in this match. Shane Douglas went to get that chair that Mike Awesome dropped. Now Awesome with the ladder, and the bigger weapon will always win. Mike Awesome now looking to scale the ladder. Shane Douglas right on his trail. Both men at the top of the ladder. Mike Awesome has a grip. You gotta wonder what the grip strength of Mike Awesome is. And Shane Douglas just forehead shoves him to the ground. And Shane Douglas not worried about the title. Up to the top. Jumping elbow to the back. Risking life and limb for absolutely no reason. He could have just pulled the title down. And now Shane Douglas going to look to get the title. Only 2 ticks away. 1 tick away. Mike Awesome is too far away. And Shane Douglas retains the Hardcore title. And there you have it. Double hairline Shane Douglas has retained his Hardcore championship on Monday Night Lita featuring Hardcore Holly. So I think I'm going to change this match because when you do a brawl, you don't get the entrances. And so far, that's the most entertaining part for me is seeing how truly fucked up this game is. So we're just going to change it to a no DQ tag team match. And this one should be entertaining to say the least. All 4 of these are community creations. So I'm expecting all 4 of these to be completely fucked up. If the game ever loads. It's taking a long time again. Oh, okay. It loaded. Let's see what we got. Up first, we've got Arn Anderson and Bald Ric Flair. Curious decision by Ric Flair to cut off those golden locks he's so famous for. Maybe he sees that around this time period, Bald is working for guys like Goldberg and Steve Austin. And now to face 2 members of the Four Horsemen, who do we got? We've got DDP, who is tatted out crazy. I can't really see them that well when they're moving, so I'll go to the highlight reel when we get in the match, and I'll take a closer look at them. I think the thing is, if I try to load any of these in the regular Superstar editor, it's going to crash my game just like it did in the last video. But apparently if I load them into matches, it doesn't crash. Looks like he may have the WCW Nitro logo tatted on his face. And you thought Edge had brand loyalty. All right, and I'm expecting Raven to be super fucked up because Raven has logos all over him. Wow, that's actually not that bad. I was expecting this to be way worse. All right, so let's jump into our little zoom tool here and see what we got going on. So Raven seems to maybe just have a neck tattoo added. I don't know. Is this Raven's real neck tattoo? I have no idea. I'd never looked at Raven's neck before. But it looks like most of his attire is okay. And then these two are mostly okay, except for bald Ric Flair. I mean, there's not really anything else wrong with them, I don't think. Nah, they don't have any weird logos on them. So let's zoom into ZDP now. What you got going on here? Oh shit, look at the star tattoo right above the nipple. You gotta love that. What is this shoulder tattoo? Is that Chris Jericho's? I think that's the design that goes on Jericho's tights. I'm pretty sure it is. That's a bold move considering Jericho's already in WWF. Okay, yeah, we can just see it's completely replaced it with all Jericho. So that says Jerichoholics on his forehead. I'm guessing, yeah, that says Monday Night Jericho. So DDP is just Chris Jericho'd out crazy style. All right, well, here we go. No DQ tag team match, and Ric Flair with a standing roundhouse kick. I guess that's one thing I didn't think about if it resetted movesets too. Raven moves in on Arn Anderson. Ric Flair with a couple of straight forearms. Short arm clothesline knocks down DDP. Raven throws Arn in the corner. Now turns his attention to Flair. Raven goes and pulls a ladder out from under the ring and destroys bald Ric Flair with it. Ric Flair now lifts him up. DDP lifts up Arn. Gonna look for that hot shot off the ropes. Can't find it. The ropes are hard to find in a wrestling ring. You can't blame him. If only they put 3 sets on him on each side of the ring. And now Arn Anderson with a sledgehammer taking out DDP now into the cover. And at 1 count only, DDP showing no effects from getting hit with a sledgehammer. Arn back in the ring. DDP with a clothesline. And now Ric Flair calling for it. Looking to lock in the figure 4. And DDP is just going to let Raven die. Oh, now he comes back in the ring. And he still misses on the breakup. Arn Anderson now with DDP. DDT on DDP. Now Flair under the ring for a weapon. Arn Anderson trying to wipe off the Jericho tattoo on DDP's forehead. And Raven with a face buster for it. Flair runs all the way across the ring to stop DDP from getting a weapon. Raven left all alone with Arn. Now with the sledgehammer. Gonna return the favor. Drops Arn in the corner. Ric Flair is not worrying about saving Arn Anderson as he pulls out a steel chair and heads toward DDP, but DDP hits him with a V-trigger. Now Raven in the ring. Tornado DDT. And now he tries to get the cover on Arn, but he's covering him in reverse. I've never seen that before. Now Arn's on him. Count the pin. What is this referee doing? You got to appreciate the innovation on Monday Night Nitro here. I've never seen an inverted pin attempt before, but that's what you pay these guys for. And now Ric Flair to his feet. DDP there to wait on him. He gets kicked in the gut. Hammer throw into the corner. Catches Flair, though. And now Raven begging for mercy, and DDP with a sledgehammer. Have Raven and DDP just won this tag team match. Arn saves it for the 4 Horsemen. Now Flair suplex into the corner. Pulls up Arn Anderson. No way. DDP with a Styles Clash. Stops Ric Flair from behind with a side Russian leg sweep. DDP has so far hit a V-trigger, an Os Cutter, and a Styles Clash. And he's looking for more as Arn heads to his feet. Diamond Cutter. Interestingly, doesn't go for the cover on Arn Anderson. Raven introduces a trash can to the ring and doesn't use it. Instead, he lifts Flair to the top. What could Raven be looking for here? With Ric Flair on the top rope. Superplex onto the steel trash can. Arn Anderson, double-A spine buster. Raven there to save his partner from the pin attempt. Kick to the gut. Raven now. Even flow DDT into the cover. Ric Flair may be too far away to break up the pin. And that's a 3 count. Raven and DDP have beaten the 4 Horsemen. Up next in our best of 5 series between Booker T and Randy Savage. This one for the U.S. title, and this is match 4, meaning that Macho Man has won 2 matches and Booker T has won 2 matches. Macho Man Randy Hardy. You gotta love how friendly the WWF and WCW were around this time. I mean, only in WWE 2K24 can you get this level of accuracy. A lot of people don't know that Macho Man was a huge fan of the Hardy Boys symbol, as you can see by it just plastered all over his attire here. And here he is, the man, the United States champion Booker T, sporting the all-classic pure white attire. And you got to appreciate how good Booker T's claw in this game. I mean, look how good it looks coming down from the Leadatron. Now Randy Savage, straight jabs to the face, stunning Booker T, whose white attire has suddenly changed to black now. And now he lifts Randy Savage up. Straight vertical suplex. Despite the fuck-ups, we're expecting nothing but a wrestling clinic here in match 4 of this best-of-5 series. Now Booker T lifting Macho Man back up to his feet. Macho Hardy again lifted up, but counters into a bulldog. Irish whip again from Booker T. You gotta love how devastating a maneuver is. The Irish whip. No man ever kicks out of it. Randy Savage again with these jabs to the face, but Booker T with a judo toss. Booker T going to drop the knee, but hits nothing but mat. Macho Man, snap vertical suplex, dropping Booker T down hard, goes for the pin, and a kick out at 1 this match for the U.S. title. Macho Man now trying to work on those big, powerful legs of Booker T, trying to take out some of the kicking offense. Goes under, floats over, Macho Man, back body drop. Yo, I'm not going to lie to you, the Macho Man Hardy Boys attire kind of goes hard. I know as more I look at it, I'm getting kind of used to it. Booker T into the cover, Macho Man out at 2. Booker T with a leg lariat taking out Macho Man. Might be closing in on this match. To win match 4, Booker T hits a super kick. A scissors kick, excuse me. Doesn't matter. All the calls in this game are fucked up anyway, and Booker T wins. And there you have it. Booker T in the best-of-5 series will retain his U.S. title against Macho Man Randy Hardy. And now we test out if the game will truly crash or not. A 5-superstar gauntlet match for the WCW title. Hogan, Luger, Steiner, Goldberg, and Sting. And I put all the entrants in random order, so I have no idea who's going to start this match. Let's see who it is. Who starts the gauntlet match for the world title? It looks like it's going to be Hogan in typical Hogan fashion. Not only does he get to come out first, but he's probably the only model in this whole match that will not be fucked up. All right, now who will enter the match with Hollywood Hogan? Second competitor now looks like it's Lex Luger. And Lex Luger looks to be relatively unchanged. A guy who just wears black trunks, so kind of hard to fuck that up. Look at the WCW title. It's just blank. And now for the blank World Championship. Rumor has it that if you win this championship, you can write anything you want on it. It's kind of like a chalkboard almost. Hogan moves in and starts the match with a hard clothesline. And now just stomping Luger in the back of the head. Hulk Hogan continuing the stomp. Hulk Hogan just tosses Luger, showing the power of the Hulkster. And now an Irish whip into the corner. Follows it up. Big body splash. And now with Luger, one-handed scoop slam. Lifts Luger back to his feet. Hollywood Hogan is all fired up here. Luger over his head. Snake eyes into the corner. Luger able to get a foot up in Hogan's face. Try to create some distance. And he does. Lifts Hogan up. Hot shot off the ropes. And now just smacking Hogan's head against the mat. Not fancy, but really effective when you're as big and juiced out as Lex Luger. Lifting Hogan up again. Drops him down with a straight jab. Hogan not staying down, though. Right back to his feet. Irish whip. Luger with a hip toss. And he thinks he might have broken Hulk Hogan's hip again. But Hogan out at 1. That must be the replaced hip. Hulk Hogan doesn't take any damage on that side when he lands. And now grabs Luger in. Abdominal stretch by Hogan. But gets hip tossed anyways. Now Luger lifting up Hogan. Spinning punch. Drops Hogan. Luger now repeated elbow drops. Fakes him out and stomps him in the eye. Lifting up Hogan. Is Luger finished? Throws Hogan over the ropes. To the floor goes Hulk Hogan. And Luger is not done inflicting damage on the outside. Lifting Hogan up. Scoop slam on the floor. But Hogan right back to his feet, able to take Luger down. I think the time of the match where Hulk Hogan sells your moves is over. And now Hogan throws Luger into the steel barricade. Hogan going to try to take this match back to the ring. The only place where you can secure a pinfall. And now Hogan looking for the leg drop, and he hits it into the cover. 2, 3, and Hogan eliminates Lex Luger. As Lex Luger leaves, Hulk Hogan's next opponent will head to the ring, and it looks like it's going to be Scott Steiner. Steiner now charging his way down the ramp. Steiner gets in the ring and catches a clothesline. Now Hogan, Irish whip, catches Steiner, power slam. Hulk Hogan looking rejuvenated here in between these matches. Steiner trying to get back to his feet. Hogan catches him with a knee to the face. And now Hogan says something to the crowd. God knows what it was. It was probably racist. Rakes the eyes of Scott Steiner. And now going to try to send him to the outside, but pull back shoulder tackle. Hulk Hogan is determined on winning the blank world title. Steiner now catches him with an elbow, trying to get some offense. DDT. Steiner has had no offense in this match, and he's letting Hulk Hogan know it. And those punches to the face might have busted open the Hulkster. But Steiner gets thrown right to the outside. Hulk Hogan with a counter to everything. Hulk Hogan now from the apron, double axe handle. Hogan again camping that apron, but Steiner catches him and tosses him back in the ring. Scott Steiner still needs to get some offense in here. Back chop, but gets caught with a kick to the face. Hogan into the cover and a 2 count, but Steiner will save his match here. Hogan now dragging Steiner to the center of the ring. Could he be looking for that leg drop again? Steiner wisely rolls out of the way. Jumping clothesline. He's going to lock it in, but he may be too close to the ropes. Steiner recliner. The referee is not counting the rope break. Hulk Hogan obviously has the ropes. Steiner immediately flips over into a cover. 2. Hulk Hogan kicks out at 2. Steiner signaling he still may want to end this match. He needs to do it before Hulk gets to his feet. Deadlift over the shoulder, running power slam. Steiner still in control of this match. Lifts up Hogan's legs, but Hogan kicks him away. Steiner pulling himself up in the corner. Hogan charges in, running clothesline. And now Hogan showing off again. Could this be the end for Scott Steiner's chance to win the world title? Scoop slam off the ropes. Hogan leg drop. And that just may do it for Scott Steiner. If the referee ever gets in position, and that's a 3 count, Hogan has eliminated Luger and Steiner so far. And the next opponent coming down is the undefeated Bill Goldberg. Goldberg charging into the ring head first, taking it right to Hogan, picks him up, one-handed power bomb right into the cover. 2 and a 2.5. Goldberg immediately coming in and doing work here. Goldberg up on the second rope, diving clothesline. Goldberg has come in this match fired up to stop Hollywood Hogan. Good Lord, somebody needs to. Hogan back up to his feet. Dragon screw leg whip. Hogan bleeding all over the ring, but still has fight in him. Repeated elbow drops. And now Hogan dragging Goldberg to the middle of the ring. Goldberg right back to his feet, though. Hogan right there to meet him, takes him over to the ropes. Hogan now lifts him up. Backdrop center of the ring. Hogan now hits the ropes again with the leg drop across the neck of Goldberg. Referee into position, and Goldberg out at 1. And Hogan is not happy that his finishing move just got kicked out of. Goldberg is in trouble as he pulls himself up on the apron. Shoulder tackle drops him to the floor. And Hogan is in retreat still, not letting Goldberg breathe 1 second. Hogan lifts him back to his feet. Test of strength. Goldberg tosses Hogan in the ring. Hogan has finally met his match when it comes to strength against Goldberg. Reverse Irish whip. Hogan on the apron. And now Goldberg going to follow him out there. Hogan is bleeding everywhere. Backdrop on the apron. Goldberg is definitely going to get sued for making Hogan take that bump there. Rest in peace to your whole paycheck for this match. And Hogan is bleeding all over the floor. Now might be Goldberg's best chance as he continues to open the wound above Hulk Hogan's eye. Goldberg sends Hollywood back in the ring. The only place this match can end. Lifts Hogan again to his feet. Goldberg Irish whip. Goes under. Hogan off the ropes again. Goes over and hits a spear. And that might do it as he knocks the wind out of Hogan. 2. And that's a 3 count. Goldberg eliminates Hogan. And here comes our last competitor, the world champion Sting. And Sting entering the ring didn't even have time to do his face paint. He did not expect Hulk Hogan to get eliminated that early. Or Hogan. I don't know what I just said, honestly. I don't know if I said Hogan or Goldberg. Who knows at this point? Catches Goldberg, but gets caught in a spinning power slam. Goldberg now lifts up the world champion again off the ropes into a spine buster. Sting is the last obstacle in Goldberg's way from winning the world title. And he catches him belly to belly suplex. Goldberg again not going to let Sting breathe at all. Lifts him up. Going to take him down with the jackhammer into the cover for the World Heavyweight Championship. Sting kicks out at 2. And now Goldberg showing frustration. How did he kick out of the jackhammer? Sting trying to make his way to his feet. Goldberg has been nothing but attack mode here. Sting now looking for an Irish whip. Gets him in the corner. Now Sting looking for the Samoa Joe combination. Into the cover. Shouts out Samoa Joe. But only a 1 count. Sting now hits the ropes. Hulk Hogan style, goes for a body splash. Goldberg gets the knees up, and now Goldberg lifts up Sting above his head, gorilla press. Goldberg now showing that he might be closing in on the World Championship. Goldberg lifts the World Champion to his feet. An Irish whip, spinning heel kick. Sting, though, right back to his feet. Irish whip, hip toss. It's going to take more than a hip toss to beat Goldberg in this match. Sting's already gotten hit with a jackhammer. Goldberg now into the corner. Sting has him where he wants him. Stinger splash. Sting now hooks the leg to retain the world title by pinning Goldberg. And at 2.9, he will get a shoulder up. Sting, though, grabbing the legs, looking for the Scorpion Deathlock. Can Goldberg's first loss come to a submission? And it does. Sting taps out Goldberg and retains the world title. Incredible ending to Monday Night Lita here. Sting was not able to finish his face paint backstage, but he does retain the blank world championship in the main event of WCW Nitro. And there you have it, guys. I think I'm going to stop this there. That was the worst universe mode that I could produce. And honestly, I didn't have to do anything at all. All that happened was I tried to download a WrestleMania 40 arena and my whole save got wiped. So if you want more universe mode videos in the future, not necessarily ones like this, leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.